talked about this the other day, and then I forgot to talk about this part of it. So I want to get it out of the way because I was thinking about it this morning. Keep hearing when it comes to the abortion topic that the Constitution does. The right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Then we need to go back to a child. It is on you bitches to keep your fucking legs closed. It's really not that complicated. But now, one second. That was a dumbass move. And then the other argument is that people in one state don't want to be told what to do by the people in the other state. I keep hearing this argument from multiple places. I've already fucking heard it. Lake Shapiro or somebody said it. I don't know. It has little to do with that. So if people are not okay with, is murder, like, can a state just decide that murder's okay? Like people walking around, you walk up and kill them. Can the people of a state decide that that is okay? No, they can't, because it would violate the person who's murdered's rights by doing so. It would be the majority ruling the minority. Just like when you talk about taxation and where your money goes. I'm not okay with my money paying for that shit. If you want to not have a child, it is in your best interest to keep dicks out of you, females. But to put it on other people or put it on the states or whatever, no. It should be illegal just because it's murder. There's no way around it. And if you don't think it's illegal, if you think it's just a clump of cells, by that logic, your brain is a clump of cells. So let's just get rid of your brain. Is it on meat? Well, that's not a good example. What about your child's brain? Your 8-year-old's brain? Can we just decide that, you know what, it's just a clump of cells. Let's just go ahead and get rid of it. It's not a very good argument either. But the whole conversation is just stupid in my view. It is on the federal government because it's illegal. It's on the state governments too. It's on the local governments too. It violates the rights of that individual. That is an individual because precedent says it's an individual, because I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to look it up tonight. I would be willing to bet that all states have prosecuted somebody for murder for killing a fetus to some degree. Just like my brother's friend, I forget her name now. What the hell was her name? Doesn't matter. She just did 14 years in prison for killing an unborn baby in a car accident. And it was a total accident. Complete fucking accident. Like I said, she wasn't high, she wasn't drunk, she wasn't not paying attention. It's a bad intersection. I used to live right down the road from this intersection, and in the summertime, we'd be sitting outside, and once a week, you'd hear boom, where a car would get T-boned. Look it up on Google Maps. It's the intersection of State Route 133 and State Route 50 outside of Louisville, Ohio. Dudesville, Ohio. So, like, do we go back, since it's not to the federal government now, and there's no agreement that these fetuses are human beings, do we go back and re-sentence these people? Let them out of jail? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the solution to the problem. I do know this, though, that you're right. The women are right. It is their body. It is their choice. And if they make the choice to get fucking pregnant, then they have made the choice to take care of that child, or at least have that child and then put that child up for adoption. And that's a choice they should be forced to fucking stick with. I mean, you know, me, I made my choices in life that put me in the position where I'm at today. Should it be on you to have to give me what I want because I don't have the rights in life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, because I don't have a fucking I don't have deep pockets, or a large bank account, or a Ferrari. Like that logic is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. It really is. And it always goes with, like, it's always about who decides, right? And where it stops. Those are the two main questions every time. Who decides and where does it stop? And it won't stop. You leave it up to the states, and before long, they will be fucking aborting 6-year-olds in California. I know that sounds crazy. So did people wearing masks because they're just told to wear masks and shit like that. But we've seen how that went. It's not that I don't want somebody telling me what to do that lives in New York or whatever, which you already have that happening, though, because of the federal government through Congress and the belief that Congress can just create these national sweeping laws that the states must comply with. Like these fuckers around here. The sheriff over here in Paris at the hospital that day told me that they must adhere to federal law. I said, oh, really? Because the last time I checked, what happened to your Second Amendment sanctuary status in Camden and Humphreys and all these places around here? That's not adherence to federal law. Well, that's a little different, because those laws haven't came to get the fuck out of here. Now, the church is one like Bible, and you can do that. The Bible was meant to be interpreted by a reader, allegedly, I guess. Like, whatever. And now it's okay. And the shift of belief systems in this country, and the acceptance of those beliefs through generations, like generational acceptance, that's why we're going down the shithole slide that we're going down into this death spiral that doesn't end up good for anybody. Except, the 1% of top bank accounts in the country. They're the ones that won't benefit from it all. And like I said, last time I talked about this, that how long before 80s and 90s style bombs start coming back to these abortion clinics and shit? Like, people were serious about that fucking shit. I don't know if there's an abortion clinic in Clifton and Planned Parenthood. I don't know if it's Planned Parenthood or not. It's definitely an abortion clinic. I don't know if it's a Planned Parenthood or not. I think it is. These fuckers will stay out there and camp out there for weeks throughout the summertime. Like, literally for weeks. You drive by there at 3 a.m. there's somebody standing there. I don't know if they're actually camping out, but if it's okay for you to murder a child, then is it okay for me to murder you? And I guess that's really the question that needs to be asked, rather than is abortion right or wrong, or whose responsibility, who should pay for it. And you know why the courts are getting out of this, right? And I think it has very little to do with what's right or wrong, or to do with money. Because most vaccines have some part of a fetus in them. I forget which, I'm trying to think which one it was. We actually read the back of one of these pamphlets for this thing after being told this, that a lot of vaccines have, male fetus, whatever in them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a little. I don't know if it's a lot. It doesn't matter to me. To me, the fact that it's just on in the ingredients on it is enough to be like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. We're not doing that. So it's monetized. Planned Parenthood's getting on the front end and the back end. You're being extorted so that they can be funded, so that things are running into now. That wasn't running into now. they're getting it on both ends, they're making money. You know, the pharmaceutical industry's making how many billions of dollars on the back end of it. And it's about money. It's not about what's right or wrong or any of that shit. And at best, it's aggravating. At worst, it's murder, man. You know, I wouldn't. You know, when I found out Heather was pregnant with Nick, I was 17. Didn't have a job. Actually, I did have a job, but I was jacking all my money off on drugs and alcohol and cars. But it never crossed my mind to, like, hey, you just want to go take care of this real quick? For $400, I can end this for both of us. And then, like, when it's made legal, like, okay, you want to make abortion legal in, let's just say, Tennessee. You want to make abortion legal in Tennessee? Okay. Then make it okay for the father to have an opinion in this too. You know, what if the father doesn't want the child? Why is this only a one-sided argument where the mother gets to decide? Because if that child is born, then the father's going to be responsible for paying child support when it doesn't work out, and it seldom does anymore. The only way that fucking marriages work out today is if you were married before 1980. You just fucking hunker down and push through. Or you happen, just by fucking sheer chance, you happen to marry somebody you're so much dissimilar to, that you're so much different than, that it just happens to work. And that's not very often. That's not very often, but it doesn't happen very often. Most marriages, what is it, like 60 to 70% of marriages today end in divorce? It's because people don't know how to have fucking relationships. Because we can't come to the conclusion on something as simple as killing, you know, a fetus. Is that murder? And then I hear the argument that, well, is destroying, you know, if you destroy an acorn, is that cutting down a tree? Sorta. Yeah. Kinda. It just goes to show, though, that, you know, the morality in this country is gone. The principles this country was founded on are gone. Just your life is gone. I mean, it's been stolen from you, and we're not going to get none of it back. It's not going to change. It's not going to get better. It's not going to. These people got a nice place right here. I got to go here and remeasure some shit. Oh. I don't know. It's disgusting, I think. But I don't think that, you know, I could care less about sorry, I got distracted. Not hard to do today. I could care less about what. It's not a state's issue, though. It's not a federal issue. It's a what's right and wrong issue. You know, and that all the governments should be protecting that child. Now, if like I said, it's as simple as putting the responsibility back on these people, but there's no responsibility in a world of pillows. You know, if you don't want to have a kid, just keep your legs closed. But if, you know, then when you do have a kid, fuck, we'll take care of it. We'll get you a place to stay single. We'll get you a place to live. We'll give you cash for a car. We'll feed your kids. We'll give you some extra cash to go hook around on Friday nights. Or around as you're hooking. All women are hookers. All of them. If you marry them, they're just really expensive hookers. Hi, baby. You in here? Yes, she is. I'm only kidding. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta measure this job again because we want a different route, and it's gotta be measured a different way. I know that doesn't make sense to people. It didn't to me either. But we're going to do as they say. Or else we're not going to get the shit that we need. Yeah, I need the shit that we need. Only in Tennessee will you see a mailbox in a 5-gallon bucket of concrete. But whatever. All right, I got to roll. Peace.